Pockets of heavy rain back here in south central Missouri, northern Arkansas right now. The heaviest is behind us, but we'll see showers for a little bit longer south of I-44. There's a flood watch in place for northern Arkansas going until 7 p.m. today. We'll continue to look at flooding here, especially for areas south of I-44 who have seen a lot of rain, some spots more than 3 to 4 inches since the storms moved on in yesterday evening. Temperatures right now in the low 60s north of Highway 60, 61 in Lebanon, 60 in Mountain Grove, 71 in Harrison, 70 in Rogers right now. And over the next several hours, clouds hanging around. We'll see a little bit of drizzle, a little bit of mist at times. And temperatures today not warming up much more. Will likely sit in the low 70s for highs today. Staying cool this afternoon, below average. Low 70s north of Highway 60, maybe some mid 70s in northern Arkansas, with a few more shower and storm chances scattered throughout the week. I'll talk about another severe risk coming up soon.
Thanks, Danielle. Tough on us. Those clouds hanging around.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get out of the house on a day like today, get those errands done. But Monday's here and we got to tackle it.
My alarm went off and I said there is no way that it is 7:15. Have a flood warning in place here across our southernmost counties from McDonald County all the way through parts of Ozark County. That goes until 7:45 today. And are in that area today hitting the roads. You may run into some flooded spots. Be extra cautious. Now rain right now mostly south of I-44, some spots from northern Webster right into parts of Texas County, Shannon County getting in on a lot of rain, as well as back towards Howell and Fulton County in northern Arkansas. Most of that on the light to moderate side now. We do have a cold front that is trying to work its way on through. It's kind of really slowed down and almost stalled out, and that's kept rain chances lingering into the morning hours. It will work its way a little bit further south heading into the afternoon, and that's when we may see a little bit more dry time and cloud cover starting to break up a bit. So by 2 o'clock, maybe just a few isolated showers in our southeastern counties. Overnight tonight, we'll see partly cloudy conditions. I think we stay dry, maybe a little bit of fog again tomorrow morning. And then in the afternoon tomorrow, I think we'll have some dry time. But we are tracking a wave of storms that punches on in heading into Tuesday. I'd say late evening, mostly overnight. This is Tuesday, 10 p.m. Showers and storms with maybe the heaviest closer to I-49, but certainly west of Highway 65. Some rain, some thunderstorms, and some of these may be on the strong to severe side again. And then continuing south of I-44, heading into early Wednesday morning. But this model pulls it out closer to sunrise, and so many could be dry by Wednesday morning, but we'll have to watch that timing closely. We'll hold on to some morning shower and storm chances for Wednesday morning for now. But there is a low marginal threat for severe storms with that wave pushing on through. That would be for damaging wind gusts, maybe 60 to 70 miles an hour, and the potential for maybe some quarter-sized hail. That won't be widespread, though. Now today you'll notice temperatures are going to be a bit colder behind the front, and it's not necessarily cold, but we are well below average this afternoon. We'll be back in the low 70s, mostly from Highway 60 and off to the north, mid 70s further to the south, with overnight lows tonight cooling off into the low to mid 60s, waking up tomorrow morning. Temperatures, though, on the rise over the next several days. We'll be back in the 80s midweek, upper 80s this weekend with a couple more rain chances. Wednesday morning and into the afternoon, we may see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. I don't think they're widespread, but a lot of moisture in place, so some heavy downpours could also lead to maybe some more flooding on Wednesday. Thursday, a few more scattered showers and a few thunderstorms that could continue into the overnight hours. And for early Friday morning, some more heavy rain will be possible. And then I think right now maybe some dry time Friday morning with a better rain chance Friday, coming Friday evening and into the overnight hours. But I do want to mention maybe a pattern change. This is next Monday. I think we're looking at some upper level ridging taking place, which means some hot weather and maybe a couple more drier days in the forecast. But we'll watch that trend closely as we head into next week. Until in the low 70s for many. Rain chances going down over the next couple of hours, and we'll see some clouds hanging around at times today. Tomorrow in the evening and overnight, some storm chances that could lead to flooding in spots. We do have a flood warning in place from parts of McDonald County all the way through Ozark County going until this evening. Rain right now on the light to moderate side in some of our eastern, southeastern counties, and we are looking at a flood watch that has now been canceled in northern Arkansas. Arkansas. That was set to expire at 7 p.m. today, but they are removing that early now. Temperatures today below average. North of Highway 60 in the low to mid 60s right now. South of it back in the low to mid 70s, but really not warming up too much more today as the cold front passes by. Many staying in the low to mid 70s this afternoon, but all of us below average for this time of year. And we may start to see some cloud cover thin out a bit over the next couple of hours into the afternoon. Most today, I'd say around 72 to about 74 degrees for a high. Some mid 70s in northern Arkansas with maybe a few warmer spots here and there. And we have more rain on the way with some storm chances Tuesday night that I'll talk about coming up soon. Is continuing to shrink up in coverage. We do still have a flood warning in place back from McDonald County through parts of Ozark County going until 7:45 today. We have seen a lot of rain here across areas south of I-44 from last night into this morning. Right now within band of just some light showers back from south of Stockton over north of Pleasant Hope, continuing through northern Webster right and into Texas County with the greatest rain coverage in southern Howell, Oregon and Fulton County right now. And we do have a cold front continuing to shift its way a little bit further to the south today. And behind that front, we have temperatures a little bit cooler and we have rain chances going down into the afternoon. And cloud cover will also begin to break up a bit. This evening will stay dry, maybe some peaks of sunshine in time for sunset. And overnight staying dry as well with a few passing clouds. Your day tomorrow, partly sunny and a dry afternoon until we hit the we'll say late evening, overnight hours, where we will watch some showers close to I-49, some storms west of Highway 65. Some of these may be on the strong to severe side. And then continuing overnight south of I-44 before wrapping up early Wednesday morning. Now there is a level 1 marginal threat for severe storms tomorrow with that wave right there. It's mostly for damaging wind gusts, maybe 60 to 70 miles an hour, and maybe up to quarter-sized hail as those biggest threats there. Now, today we stay below average. Average high is 87 degrees. We'll stay in the low to mid 70s for many this afternoon. Maybe a few spots in northern Arkansas trying to squeak into the upper 70s for highs today. But temperatures on the cooler side, and overnight tonight they'll be pretty mild in the low 60s, waking up tomorrow early morning. Now temperatures on the rise the next couple of days. We'll be back in the low 80s Wednesday, Thursday, upper 80s this weekend, which is actually where we should be for this time of year. But you notice a couple more rain chances scattered into the afternoons midweek through the start of the weekend. So on Wednesday, we are looking at maybe a little bit of rain widely scattered in the afternoon and evening hours, but some pockets of heavy rain could lead to some localized flooding. Then on Thursday, we'll see a few more scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms at times during the day and into the overnight hours as well, with more rain hanging around into Friday. Some dry time for many, maybe Friday morning and early afternoon before a little bit more rain Friday evening overnight. Now, I think this model here is kind of overdoing the rainfall totals across the entire area, but I think many could pick up at least about 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain over the next 7 days, with the potential for some spots to maybe pick up greater than 3 inches throughout the week ahead. So our weather pattern stays very active through the week. We'll see temperatures cooler through about Thursday and then getting closer to where we more rain and storms. But I kind of want to recap what's happened in the last 24 hours. Here's a look at our severe storm reports confirmed across parts of the U.S. with severe weather really across the Midwest and into parts of the plains coming off the Rockies yesterday into this morning. And a look at all of the reports coming in, 174 severe reports with 40 tornadoes yesterday, 39 hail reports and thunderstorm wind damage reports coming in at a count of 95. But obviously there's the one spot that stood out with numerous tornadoes in the last 24 hours. That's 38 tornadoes back over in Illinois and into Indiana, southern Indiana, where they had several reports of strong tornadoes in spots. And then these homes you see, thunderstorm damage reports 49 and a couple of hail reports as well, but hail not as big of a deal in some of those storms compared to how many tornadoes they saw. Now, today, severe threat shifting off to our south now. There is a severe thunderstorm warning back over close to Jackson, Mississippi right now. And regionally today, level 2 slight threat from Mississippi all the way up through Pennsylvania into New Jersey. And then a level 2 slight risk as well coming off the Rockies. So we'll watch some rain and storms moving out of our area today, but another wave of storms we'll watch closely heading into tomorrow night. 8 hours, just about everyone has seen at least a little bit of rain, but many a lot more than a little bit less maybe back over towards parts of Dent County. But overall, a nice solid soaking with many picking up about 1.75 inches across the area in the last 2 days. Most of the rain falling, at least some of the heaviest where we've seen some of the most flooding reports coming in here in far southern Missouri and into parts of northern Arkansas as well. And a lot of this falling from last night into this morning, where some spots radar estimates has picked up about 3 to nearly 5 inches of rain, maybe in southern Berry County there, south of Cassville, and back over into parts of Ozark County, southwest of Gainesville. Harrison picking up a little bit more than 1 inch radar estimated. Good news is at least this area really needed the rain. Well, this is where drought conditions are the worst, and you can see here there is still a bit of an annual surplus in Harrison, but really north central Arkansas not doing well with our latest drought monitor from last week. Hopefully this week so we'll see some improvements. I do want to say a pattern change likely coming next week. Fingers crossed. Models are hinting at maybe a bit of a drier weather pattern starting to take shape with some upper level ridging by next Monday and some very hot weather starting to move in here to the central and southeastern U.S. Linger though for the day today, and we'll see temperatures below average in the low to mid 70s with winds from the northeast behind a cold front. Heading into the next couple of days though, tomorrow there is a severe risk level 1 marginal threat in some of our southwesternmost counties and northern Arkansas for a wave of storms Tuesday, mostly in the late evening and overnight hours that could produce maybe some gusty winds upwards of 60 to 70 miles an hour. Through the week ahead, you'll know completely dry. We do have maybe a few sprinkles, a little bit of mist here and there still. Cloud cover is thinning out though in northern Arkansas, and a flood warning still in place until 7:45 today for southernmost counties, McDonald County through Ozark County. Temperatures right now are about 10 to almost 20 degrees cooler than this exact time yesterday. Still 64 here in Springfield, 64, or I should say 65 in Springfield, 64 in Mountain Grove, 78 though warmer in Harrison thanks to the thinning clouds. Clouds have continued to keep us much cooler for the day today, and over the next several hours we'll drop back from some spots in the 70s, really all of us in the 60s over the next few hours, and continuing to stay pretty mild tonight. Low to mid 60s out the door tomorrow morning, and your highs tomorrow afternoon will be back in the upper 70s to maybe a few spots heading into the low 80s. Now we are tracking more rain chances on the way, another chance heading into Tuesday late evening and overnight for some showers and storms, and a daily chance basically heading into the start of the weekend. We'll talk more about the timing and a severe risk tomorrow coming up soon. Along the state line where we do have a large flood warning still in place until 7:45 today. Obviously it's really not raining here anymore for many, maybe a shower northeast of Branson right now into Taney County, but other than that we are looking at really just a few isolated spots. Howell County, Texas County, Webster, Wright, Laclede, just a few areas, but certainly nothing severe this evening. Cold fronts now situated off to our south, and we've had some cooler air today with cloud cover kind of locked on in. By around 8 o'clock, I think we'll still have maybe a little bit more cloud cover than this model here shows. We'll stay partly to mostly cloudy tonight, and tomorrow morning, a quiet start to the day as well. Partly sunny tomorrow afternoon, but we will stay dry for much of the day. I'd say it's not until the late evening and really after dark hours that we start to see some rain and thunderstorm chances go up. Could see a little wave move on in west of Highway 65 mostly in the evening. Some of these may be on the strong to severe side, and then another wave potentially extending into Wednesday morning with some showers and some thunderstorms for your morning on Wednesday. That could also potentially pack a punch. So tomorrow we have a level 1 marginal threat for severe storms for those late evening, overnight storms into early Wednesday morning. That's going to be mostly for some damaging wind gusts, 60 to 70 miles an hour. I don't want to rule out maybe some quarter-sized hail possible. The threat's a little bit greater off to our west over in Kansas and Oklahoma. Now temperatures this evening I think will be a little bit cooler north of Highway 60 than this model here shows, because temperatures today have stayed really mostly in the mid 60s only for highs this afternoon, thanks to the cloud cover lingering a little bit longer. But low 70s in northern Arkansas, and we all look at overnight lows tonight back in the low 60s. Waking up Tuesday morning, and your highs tomorrow afternoon upper 70s to low 80s. This will be pretty pleasant. We should be in the upper 80s, around 87 degrees for this time of year. So enjoy the cooler air while we have it. We will see some changes on the horizon. Our temperatures are warming up daily through the weekend, with rain chances hanging around daily as well for your Wednesday, all the way through maybe a few showers possible at times on Saturday, with temperatures in the upper 80s this weekend. So Wednesday afternoon, a few more scattered showers and thunderstorms will be possible. And then again on Thursday, still tracking more rain hanging around as well. I do want to mention there's a lot of moisture in place midweek all the way through your Friday. So we could see another threat of maybe some flash flooding in spots at times, especially heading into Wednesday afternoon. And then a few more scattered showers Thursday overnight, hanging around into Friday. I'd say Friday rain chances looking a little bit better in the evening, mostly north of Highway 60. And you'll notice temperatures trending back in the upper 80s. Dry conditions and gusty winds are fueling dangerous wildfire conditions across the west. In the west, indoors above average temperatures, severe drought and low humidity conditions expected to continue into the week ahead. We have seen a lot of rain across much of the Ozarks, maybe not as much back over towards Dent, parts of Phelps County, but still at least a little bit. Obviously, some of the greatest totals north of I-44 here in southern Missouri, northern Arkansas. On average, picking up about 1.75 inches for much of the area over the last 2 days. And this morning, we saw a decent amount of flooding in spots here across far southern Missouri, crossing the state line into Arkansas. Back over southern Berry County, radar estimates potentially around 3 to 5 inches of rain. And several spots here showing maybe around 3 to 5 inches of rain falling in some spots. And as a reminder, we do have a flood warning still in place for McDonald County, stretching back over into Ozark County until 7:45 today. Now, more rain on the way, and the potential for more flooding possible heading into your Wednesday, and then potentially again Thursday and Friday, as we have a couple more shower and thunderstorm chances on the way, with a lot of moisture in place to fuel maybe some heavy rain in spots. Now, I do want to mention though, we are looking at maybe a pattern change, fingers crossed, by next week. This is next Monday afternoon. The weather setup looks to feature a pretty large upper level ridge taking shape across the Midwest over towards the East Coast. And that will bring us this strong southwesterly flow and pretty hot temperatures moving on in, and the potential for maybe a bit of a drier weather pattern to start taking shape, at least for a couple of days. Here's a look at Lake of the Ozarks right now, where we have clouds and we may see a sprinkle or two for some heading into the evening. Most will stay dry though overnight tonight. Overnight lows back in the low 60s. The winds will stay a bit lighter coming in from the east. And as we head into the day tomorrow, temperatures still well below average, upper 70s to low 80s. Average high is 87 degrees now for this time of year. And we'll enjoy a lot of dry time tomorrow afternoon before some storm chances go up. Tuesday late evening and overnight, some may be severe. I'll have more details on that timing in your full 7-day forecast coming up again on KY3 News at 5. Sprinkles maybe here and there, mostly south of I-44. And we do still have a flood warning in place from McDonald County through Ozark County going until 7:45 today, despite many areas there staying completely dry for the rest of the evening. Temperatures are a lot cooler than this time yesterday. For many, almost 15 to 20 degrees cooler. Temperatures today have been stuck in the 60s. For many here in Missouri, a few spots hitting around 70 in Warsaw, mid 70s right now in Arkansas, 74 in Harrison and Mountain Home. Clouds have really hung around today and kept us a bit cooler, and we'll stay back in the 60s, I'd say, for most over the next couple of hours. Doesn't look like it stopped any boaters out there from getting outside and enjoying the day. Temperatures heading into the night tonight will cool off just a little bit more into the low 60s waking up tomorrow morning. But highs tomorrow still below average, upper 70s to low 80s again. And we do have some storm chances Tuesday, late evening and overnight. That could be severe. So we'll talk more about those coming up soon.
Okay.
That's much of the area, aside from maybe a few sprinkles here and there. But a quiet evening. We do still have the flood warning, like I mentioned, in place until 7:45 today from McDonald County through southern Berry, Taney, Stone County, and back over towards Ozark County as well. However, this area looking dry, but still they've seen a lot of rain so far today. And here's kind of a wider look. We had some sprinkles here and there, a few sprinkles in Douglas and Howell County right now. But other than that, that's about it. Cold front moved through last night into this morning off to our south now. And we're looking pretty quiet and cooler behind that front over the next couple of hours. Clouds maybe still trying to break up a bit. I think we'll stay partly cloudy overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. And tomorrow afternoon, a drier day for many. Will be partly sunny again, but storm chances going up closer to dark by around 9-10 p.m. Some showers, some thunderstorms, mostly along I-49 and south of I-44. Some thunderstorms could pack a punch with the severe risk as well. And then another wave of rain and a few thunderstorms moves in Wednesday morning, and some more scattered showers and thunderstorms possible Wednesday afternoon. Now tomorrow's severe risk for those storms after dark into early Wednesday morning. Level 1 marginal threat for damaging wind gusts 60 to 70 miles an hour. Maybe some small to quarter size hail also possible, but wind will probably be kind of the greatest threat that we see within the storms, on top of some very heavy rain that could lead to some localized flooding in spots, and that will linger into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Temperatures this evening, not too bad. I think we'll be a little bit cooler north of Highway 60, likely in the mid 60s still. Low 70s in northern Arkansas, and we'll all cool off back into the low 60s for many tomorrow morning. A few upper 50s maybe in some of our eastern counties. Tomorrow afternoon, we stay below average, upper 70s to low 80s. Pretty nice day. Temperatures trending back up, really closer to where they should be for this time of year. By the weekend, in the upper 80s, average high is 87 degrees, and we do have some daily rain chances to talk about. So Wednesday, some scattered rain, a few thunderstorms hanging around into the afternoon and evening. And then by Thursday, we'll see a few more scattered showers for the day on and off. Not a complete washout though. And then rain hangs around overnight and into the day on Friday. Maybe that better chance north of Highway 60 with rain Friday evening, maybe a little bit greater in coverage continuing into the overnight hours. Through the week ahead.
Utilities first started operating in 1945. Which of these services did it not provide? Electricity, public transit, or water? What do you think?
I'm going to say electricity.
Okay, we're going to go with electricity, and survey says...
Water.
Water.
Oh, man.
Springfield Waterworks was purchased by CU in 1957,
Okay.
12 years later.
Interesting.
I would not have guessed water either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have guessed B. Because that's what I always guess.
Yeah.
And an unlikely business idea won several $1,000s in startup pitch competitions. You'll be interested in this, really, through Missouri S&T. Degrees makes.
Yeah.
It almost felt cold today.
It did.
Doesn't completely turn off the rain in July.
No,
Hopefully
maybe.
not. Thanks for watching.